Like, and also, yo, I didn't even get to tell y'all what I really wanted to tell y'all, bro. That's my way of thanking it for choosing me. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. As you can see, I just came in from work, and we got a few things to discuss. But first, I need to crunch some ice. This is for all my ice eaters out there. Bro, I've been waiting for that all day. Oh my God. Yeah, anyway. So, happy 2026, happy new year, even though the new year isn't so new anymore. This is my first video for the year, and oh my God, it's a lot to talk about. I gotta tell y'all about my my mental state for the last month, bro. All right, so I'm trying to make this quick because I want to cook. I need to cook some beef before Bay come home, and I want to go to the gym, so I have to make this quick. Maybe I should just like actually do a sit down video. But anyway, Cliff Notes version. Coming into 2026 and in 2025 was good and bad for me, right? So I remember the last video I was saying that, oh, this is the first time in my life where I have decided on what to do, decided on things that I want to do, decided on things that I'm interested in. And I'm making a plan, and I've made a plan to work towards them. So the only thing left to do is just to do the work towards it, right? Cool. Another video back in 2025 spoke about the things that I need to fix in my life and the things that I need to achieve to make to so I feel like the person that I think I am, right? And I wanted to get my finances better, get my education up to par, get my finances better, get my finances up to par, finish my education, and be fit and strong. I remember we spoke about that briefly. All right, cool. So the ending of 2025. Wait, hold on. So I don't know if I've ever told y'all this on YouTube. However, I am finishing school. I think I did. I'm finishing school, but just so we never have the little I don't know if I told y'all or did I tell y'all this ever again. Here's what it is. I'm finishing school. I'm trying to save some money on, trying to invest some money on, trying to become a trader, trying to hold on, let me back scratch that. I'm trying to finish school, finish my education, and possibly go a little bit further in my education. Not possibly, I'm going to go a little bit further in my education. I'm going to get my finances together, and I'm going to be fit and strong. So those are things that I'm actively working on in my life, right? Cool. So end of 2025, in fall 2025, like October, I restarted my classes, right? At the university. And then I was just going to do classes as I could, as like I could pay for them or whatever, because I'm paying out of pocket. So the semester ends and I pay off my balance or whatever, but they're saying that I didn't. So we had this whole little back and forth with my school. Balance not paid, balance paid, balance not paid, balance paid, whatever. I paid the balance. Anyway, they got that fixed. In the process of looking through that, they found out that I owe them money. I owe them $1,500 of something that wasn't paid out from the Army. All right, cool. I didn't know that. And also, they told me it wasn't going to affect me until later on when it's time for me to graduate. So I was like, okay, back in my head, whatever. It's cool. Fix that problem when we get there. As time comes around for me to register for classes for this year that started on the 2nd of January. I can't register for those classes. So it was a whole back and forth trying to get registered, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, Registered for those classes. I registered for 3, and this degree is getting done this year. So I registered for some other classes as well. Anyway, so there's that. Cool. That kind of like put a little hitch in the start of my year, because like it made me feel like every time I decide I'm gonna do something, every time I decide to be better, something always happens to get in the way of that. Which, whatever, like at that point, like if this was 3-4 years ago, I'd have been like, all right, whatever. I guess I'm not gonna register for classes until this is fixed. But now, like, I made sure it was done, make sure it got fixed in the time that it could get fixed, and I'm registered for classes. But it's just like every time I try to do something, this is me personally speaking. Every time I try to do something, every time I try to be better, every time I grow, and every time I mention that I'm doing something to grow myself as a person, something always happens, and it doesn't end up happening the way I planned, the way I envisioned, the way I wanted to. So that kind of put a little dent in the start of my year. Ice break. Ooh. Ooh. And then also, I haven't been recording content. I haven't been doing no TikToks. Haven't been doing no Instagrams. I'm supposed to run a half marathon in March. I haven't been training for that. I haven't been doing anything. I don't know if I fell into like a depression or whatever, but I just haven't been doing anything, and it's insane. Anyway, it's funny that I'm taking psychology is my major, right? So I'm taking a class right now, which honestly was an optional class. Like I decided to take that class out of taking other classes. And the things that I'm learning in that class it just fits so perfectly within my life, which is kind of crazy. It makes me feel like if I learned this 4 or 5 years ago, or 6, however, whenever I was doing my degree, whenever I started my degree the first time, if I had learned this then, it probably wouldn't have sticked. It probably wouldn't have resonated, because I wasn't going through the things that I'm going through then. Like things I'm going through now, I wasn't going through then. So it probably wouldn't have stuck. Anyway, I keep saying anyway. I'm still learning how to talk on this camera, okay? But so the things I'm learning in this specific psychology class is how to set goals and how to make sure you work towards your goals and the processes you need to do to get your goal, to see success in your goals, which is insane, right? Because I'm trying to work on so many different things. So one thing that I learned the other day was, the retirement party method to setting goals, which is, hold on, I don't know if it's called a retirement party, but anyway, I learned a process in setting goals, and basically you just look back at your life and make a list of the things that you regret. And another process is also creating a perfect day for you. So I am gonna be doing both of those things. Oh my God, I feel like I'm so all over the place. I'm just everywhere. It's so much to talk about. Anyway, so start over. In the class that I'm taking right now, I learned a couple different processes towards goal setting, right? And one of the processes is looking at the things that you regret, making a list of the things that you regret, and just turn those regrets into actionable goals. And another process I learned was to create a perfect day for yourself. What would the perfect day for you look like, right? So I'm going to be using those two things to create a vision board for 2026. I was also supposed to do this vision board weeks ago. Me and Bae was supposed to do this vision board weeks ago. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. But anyway, I need to cook, and then I want to go to the gym. So I'm going to cook the beef real quick and then go to the gym and then come back and work on that vision board. Right? I feel like and also, I didn't even get to tell y'all what I really wanted to tell y'all, bro. I didn't even get to tell y'all. Anyway, so over the course of these last couple of weeks, the start of the year, I kind of learned something about myself. I've always been struggling with this, but I've just been able to like put, I guess, a name or figure out what it is. So when I'm not doing the things that, I spoke about this on TikTok a while ago, like last year sometime. But when I'm not doing the things that I want to do, that I know is going to get me the things that I ultimately want out of life, I get upset about it. And I get in my head and I get to thinking, and it stresses me out and it raises my cortisol levels. And honestly, that is what's been happening for the first month of the year. Because by the time this video comes out, it's going to be February. But for January of 2026, that's exactly what's been happening. I've been wanting to create content, not creating content. I've been wanting to train, haven't been training. I've been wanting to run, haven't been running. The only thing that I've been wanting to do that I've actually been doing is side hustling and schoolwork stuff. And if I'm not even trying or attempting to try at any of the other things, like I do side hustle stuff and I'm doing schoolwork stuff. But if I'm not trying to run, or if I don't go run, if I'm not going to train, if I'm not making content, it literally upsets me, bro. Like it upsets me. So, and I fall into like something. I don't want to like name it. I don't want to call it depression. I don't want to call it like me being anxious, me being stressed out, even though that is what it is. Like, I feel stressed out, I feel anxious, and it makes me a little bit sad. So I noticed that I just need to keep moving and keep working. But there's also a flip side with that. I got to make sure I don't get burnt out. But me not doing the things that I want to do, which is training, content, working out, it puts me in the similar mindset of being burnt out, if that makes sense. So, yeah, we got to strike a balance somehow. I don't know how we're going to do that. But, yeah, I'm going to make this beef and we're going to go to the gym. Y'all want to make the beef for me? Yeah, come make the beef for me. All right, so we got the skillet on the stove. It's warming up. You know, I always wondered why people like cook in like their work clothes or whatever. And honestly, I get it now. And I apologize for judging you because y'all don't want to get comfortable before you cook the meal. So my bad, y'all. My bad. Ice break. Hold on. Anyway, we got 85% lean ground beef from Costco. All right, so while that cooks, I'm gonna eat some leftover Panda Express that I got yesterday, and I stole some fried rice from Bay. Is beef, kung pao chicken, and fried rice. I'm gonna eat that while that cooks, and also in true me fashion, my camera is dying, so it wouldn't be me if things were like just seamless and there's no errors. So I have to go charge my camera. So I'm gonna finish cooking, eat this, and charge my camera all while this is happening. I'm not gonna shower to go to the gym today. I am just gonna get dressed and go because it's freezing outside. Like, it's actually really cold, and I don't want to shower and then go outside in the cold and then walk outside the gym sweaty back in the cold and then come back. Like, I'm not trying to be dirty. I don't smell. I don't stink or anything. I'm not gonna smell in the gym. But yeah, so I'm gonna just get dressed and go to the gym. Usually, what time is it? I don't know what time it is because I don't got my phone. Hold on, let me spin. Let me twist this up. Can y'all hear it? Hear it sizzling? Yeah. What was I saying? I don't know what time it is, but I don't think I've been in a. Oh, I do know what time it is. It's 5:30. So I've been in the house for like an hour, and I'm almost done one of my tasks. At this point, if this was the old me that I'm still fighting with, I'll be scrolling TikTok, just eating ice for like an hour. Then I go shower. Then I decide what I'm gonna do. So, yeah, we're starting on a good thing, a good path, a good, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna go charge this camera, and I will see y'all either when I'm leaving to go to the gym when I'm making my pre-mix, or when I get to the gym and lifting. Let go. Every time I got a bar, I gotta thank the bar. So I thank the bar like this. That's my way of thanking it for choosing me. Can y'all tell the camera died? The camera died when we was in the gym. So I think I'm about to, even though I want to upgrade this camera, but I'm not going to do it right now. Because I got to make sure that, like, it's worth the investment to the investment is worth it. It's worth the investment to upgrade the camera. Yo, what's wrong with my brain? So, yeah, I want to upgrade this camera, but I got to make sure it's worth the investment. And I got to prove to myself that's worth the investment by actually using the camera and using it consistently. So, yeah, the camera died in the gym. So, I think I'm gonna, first of all, get some more batteries and, like, get, like, the little, you know, the battery and the dual charge mount or whatever, and get that situated. So, yeah, so I won't have the problem of the camera dying all the time. But anyway, that was the back and bi workout. We did, 4 back movements? Wait, hold on. Sure. Deads, bent over, lat pulls, and rows. Barbell rows, dumbbell rows, deads, barbell rows, lat pulls. All right, so we did 5. Yeah, we did 5 back movements. Oh my God, we did 5 back movements today and 3 bicep movements. So that was the workout. I am about to eat. I'm gonna eat, shower, and then hop on the laptop and do some schoolwork. Yeah, so my right now it's about 9 o'clock. It's like, hold on, it's 8:41. It's 8:41. Hold on, let me make sure. So y'all think I'm capping? Y'all can't even see. Can you see it? 8:41, 20:41. So yeah, my 9 to 5, my 5 to 9s be like 5 to like 11s, 5 to 10s, 5 to 11:30s. Yeah, because usually, no matter what, unless I'm doing side hustling, even when I'm side hustling, I still do homework after. So, yeah. Anyway, talking too much. Bye.